Where do you need to be? I'm
You're
sorry.
not delegates, so you have to leave.
Okay. Time to go. Okay. You're not a delegate. Time to walk out. Out. Hey, out. You're not a delegate. You're out the room. Go. There's the door. Go. Go. Sir, out the door. Now. You're not a delegate. You're not a delegate. Yes. Go. Now. Out the door. Sir, who are you second? That's good. We can talk about it outside. Happy to. But you're going outside. You're not a delegate.
Calm down, everybody.
It's Ken Harbaugh with Against All Enemies on the MeidasTouch Network. I did something last week that I've never done before. I protested at a Republican convention alongside fellow vets from Common Defense and Veterans for Responsible Leadership. The clip I just played is of a group of these vets inside the convention hall attempting to deliver a letter that simply asks the Republican Party and its likely nominee, Donald Trump, to commit to nonviolence during the election. That apparently was offensive to them. Here's Veterans for Responsible Leadership founder and former Navy SEAL Dan Barkhoff being thrown out of the convention.
Hi, so I'm Dan Barkhoff from Veterans for Responsible Leadership. I've got a letter here for you. We have a letter for the Carolina asking you to please not engage in any violence or violent political rhetoric at this time.
You're not a delegate, you have to leave.
Okay.
Now, I would say that Dan and his wingman there had a ton of guts for walking into that convention, but Dan's a Navy SEAL, and he's surrounded by other combat vets, so a bunch of angry MAGA Republicans, not quite as intimidating as they thought they were. I think the smile on Dan's face as he's walking out gives it away. But here's what that letter he was attempting to deliver was asking the Republican Party and Donald Trump to commit to. Renounce violence and implicit threats of violence during the election process. Admonish your campaigns and supporters to do the same. Pledge to support a peaceful and nonviolent election season. And commit to the rule of law and the American court system as the only means to peacefully adjudicate differences that may arise during the election. Doesn't seem that unreasonable. But that is what we're up against. While Dan and his A-team were inside, the rest of us were outside. A bunch of vets and some family members peacefully and legally protesting. Here's what I saw. First of all, I was surprised at the number of people driving by, not attending the conference, who were supportive. They gave us a thumbs up or honked in a good way and cheered us on. Even members of the convention center's security team working the event said discreetly that they agreed with us. That's a good sign, especially in a supposed Republican stronghold like Greensboro, North Carolina. But I think what will sit with me is just how angry and unhinged many of Trump's followers are. There was a steady stream of delegates from the convention who came out to insult us. That's fine. I don't take any of it personally, but it is instructive, so I want to tell you what I heard and saw. First of all, there were quite a few delegates screaming that we could not possibly be veterans, that there's no way we had actual SEALs or Navy pilots or Marines in our ranks. They said we must have been paid to be there by globalists, whatever that's supposed to mean. The takeaway for me is that MAGA extremists feel deeply conflicted when veterans who've sworn an oath to the Constitution call them out. Some of them literally could not accept that, so they tried to say we weren't actual veterans. So lesson 1, we need a lot more vets doing that. Lesson 2, the media will cover this kind of thing. We had cameras all over us. And like it or not, that's how messaging works in an election season. We need the help of media outlets, especially local ones, to get the word out about how bad a second Trump term would be for vets and how dangerous he would be for our national security. Lesson 3, we can get our message out and still take the high road. There were several incidents in which MAGA extremists tried to provoke or intimidate us. Mostly it was middle fingers and cars revving their engines right next to us, but there was the occasional face-to-face stare-down as well. And that is when keeping your cool matters. If people want to engage respectfully and have a conversation, that's fine. Some people wanted that. But for the ones looking to pick a fight, just don't engage. You're not going to change anyone's mind by getting into a shouting match. That doesn't mean we back down. We were on a public sidewalk obeying the instructions of law enforcement, and we held our ground. I suspect that I'm going to be doing a few more of these over the coming months. If you want to help, go to vfrl.org to sign up or donate. It's not just for vets, it's for anyone who cares about empowering vets to speak up about defending democracy. I want to leave you with one more clip from another political convention with a very different vibe. The Libertarian Convention, for some reason, invited Trump to speak, but when he showed up, he was booed so loudly that he could barely deliver his remarks. I think we're likely to see more of this as the election season heats up and Americans are forced to confront just how rotten to the core the former president truly is. Enjoy.
So that's good. It's a theft. We believe we cannot give crooked Joe Biden 4 more years. And I stand, and I am not a good thing. That's nice. Whoa. That's nice. That's nice.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Between now and the election, I'm going to highlight a handful of critical pro-democracy efforts that I want you to know about. The first of these is Veterans for Responsible Leadership, or VFRL. It's an organization on the front lines of the battle to protect our democratic safeguards and to hold accountable those who would dismantle them. VFRL's number one priority between now and November is preventing Donald Trump from being reelected. As an organization led by veterans, VFRL is bringing to bear all that experience and credibility to persuade other veterans and military family members that a vote for Donald Trump is a vote that undermines the very Constitution that those in the military swore to uphold. Here's where VFRL needs your help. If you are a veteran or a family member of one, and if you're looking for ways to make meaningful contributions between now and November, go to vfrl.org. The team there is working on a number of critical initiatives that will make a difference in the coming presidential election. But they need more veteran voices and more volunteers. If you're up for it, go to vfrl.org and sign up. I'll have more updates in the coming months on what they have planned, but trust me, it'll be worth your time. Thanks.